Yeah, Donna, Jody and Rebecca. Woman, get busy. Just shake that booty non-stop when the beat drop. Just keep swinging it, get jiggy. Get crunked up, percolate anything you want. Call it oscillate if I don't take pity. More to see you get life on the rhythm of my ride. And my lyrics up about electricity. Girl, nobody can do you nothing cause you don't know your destiny. Yo, sexy ladies want war with us. And the car with us, them no war with us.
Yo, people, welcome back to The Fix, brought to you by 96 News on 92 FM. Fix comes to you courtesy of A-Bar Restaurant and Lounge. A-Bar, more than just a bar. It's your boy Nara here with Ari, DJ Burns, big up Javi, big up Kimmy. Returning Kimmy in the building. Big up Anna Productions. Right now, people, special guest in the building.
No, you
and
see,
bring some light to the place.
Everybody's special, but this one is internationally special.
Yeah. Bring some light to the place. Is it? Yo, people, Sean Paul in the building.
Yeah, what's up? Nightly Fix.
Thank
Give
you
thanks.
for coming.
Thank you
Say
for
that
having
on
me.
air.
Thank you for having me on one of my favorite show. Nothing a lie.
Wow.
Yeah, man, you guys, I'm watching a regular, you know, I travel on YouTube and catch up, you know what I mean? So it's good.
Give thanks.
Good
give
vibes.
thanks. You've been experiencing somewhat of a resurgence internationally right now. Isn't it?
Migos.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
The collaboration that we see are going with.
Tournaments.
Yeah.
Man.
What you would attribute that to?
Well, 2014 I do a song named Bylander and that did kind of get me back out there in that circles, and then about 2 years later now the song with Sia.
Yeah.
You know, I was asked by management, would I consider to do a song with Sia? I was like, what?
Yes.
It's rare that an artist can she have so much different range of fans, you know what I mean? From my niece to my mom's and myself. 3 different set of people that, you know what I mean? And so I was like, yeah, for sure. And you never know what's going to come out of projects. And when I heard it, I was pleased I should have danced. And I was like, all right. Because to me, most of these pop-oriented things nowadays, or a lot of them are dancehall-oriented. Yeah. So whatever they want to call it or not. So when I did it, I didn't even know it was going that big. But it get me into, you know, back into everybody's view and back on them radio.
Internationally too. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know, I never really stopped in certain parts in like Europe and everything, but in the States it kinda after a certain amount of years you're kinda out of the club sometime. You know what I mean? So yeah, no it's a good look for me.
Cause you topped the Billboard with that song, and then you were Grammy nominated for Pop Duo. That was it, yeah.
Yeah. Her first number one, which surprised me, cause I thought
she had many,
I thought
right?
Titanium gone, I thought Chandelier gone. Never know.
But she writes, so she have writing credits number 1.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. So big up to her, and you know that was kind of a vibe where a lot of people and then everybody that's doing dancehall to, you know, the Rihanna, Drake, them, everybody else who is doing it, and whether them call it what them call it or whatever, Major Lazer and whatever, you know what I mean? Everybody's doing it because them feel the groove right, them feel it hot. They felt, I guess, what me feel when I was 14-year-old or 11-year-old listening to certain tune, and dancehall definitely have a certain groove. Is a certain thing that the rhythm does to me that make me chant, you know what I mean? Make me chant in that fashion, and so I was pleased that everybody's kind of checking that out. Yeah, and pleased to be back in that circle. Yeah, cause tunes with Miga, I mean, they're a young group. To me, young. I can't say young. That I look towards and say, yeah, them bad, and they gave me the equal respect. As I call one of them, they was like, yeah, the whole tree. I never expect 3 of them to come studio. 3 of them come. They bring trees, they bring girl, they bring
everything.
Yeah. So yeah, what a cool little link.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I'm saying, like, I'm just glad that it's almost like you say you're big in Europe, and you like in Jamaica here, it's like, where's Sean Paul? Where's Sean Paul? Yeah, you know, and I see that you're working with Chi Ching Ching, which I as a comedian, I was like, I'm so glad that you're working with him now. Like, you're carrying international young local artists with you on the international stage, like Shensia, Chi Ching Ching you're working with. Like, is this the first time that you're doing this, working with young local acts?
No, I've done it before, you know what I mean? Dirty Cup Crew, we've taken them on tour, done certain songs with them. So I've done songs with people like Shayna, which people don't even know. Shayna, I rate him as one of the baddest artist out there. He also is a great writer.
Lightning Thunder.
Yeah, man. Shane, man. Him right. Whole heap of people tune that probably some people don't know. You know, I've done songs with, as you know, Left Side. I've done songs and toured, and with Conscience and a couple others. You know what I mean? So lately I started doing, you know, works with younger. I keep saying younger, but I've been a long time in the biz.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, artists who have been on the scene generally in the last couple of years are really hot. So, you know, people like Alkaline and as we just spoke about Shensia. Ching, I know him from a long time. I know him from back in the day where Kappa Shot Studio used to be a hanging out place, and he used to come around there, and that time was a carry the carpet, and that time was just, you know, grabbing the mic and saying a few things, and just like a street poet almost to me.
Yeah.
You know? And everything he used to do back then, I used to find it very entertaining. Just even and still up to now. And so me and my brother kind of see my Kappa Shot one day and said to him, so why not consider to put these slangs in a song? And my brother and him recorded his first song, and that was back in 2009. So from then, seeing him just try and, you know, signing with Unruly and just becoming more and more strengthful, I just feel proud of him, you know. And as a youth where him never let me down yet in terms of there's people who you give a certain opportunity to, and they probably didn't know what it was at the time. And when he's the one that kept saying to me, say, yo, me could do a tune, yo. And I was like, yeah. And one day we stand up in a dance, a major laser when they came to Jamaica, and that was about 2 Christmas ago. And him say, yo, I want to go on one of them rhythm here with you, you know. And I said to him, say, yo, Jardy, he was standing like right in front of us. I said, yo, Chimney, them said, them have something like that, you know. And him said, for real? And call him over and say, yeah. So it was like a couple of days after that, we did the Quick Neck, and it was a natural bridge. I mean, I never knew what. Most times when I go into the studio with people, I don't really know what going to come out right.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just been a good vibe ever since. So when we did the tune now, I started doing it on stage abroad, since it was kind of like a first single with me and Island Records out there since I had signed with them.
Island.
Yeah, Island. Man's not up, mate. You see it. But yeah, with Island and then Quick Neck now, I just noticed the reaction it was getting with the crowd, and I said, yo, Ching, I see him in the street. I said, Ching, you have to forward one of them show, you know. And he's like, yeah, man, I want to come on. And one of the first opportunities that came up was to just carry on a little run, like I think it was a week's run in Europe, and it just turned out wicked. Everything were like my dream about how it would come out on stage and how the people would react to him.
Because I saw a video and him a rock the world and everybody a rock, and I'm like,
the whole
wow.
crowd. Sometimes 40,000 people will look at him and then go with him, you know. I'm like, damn. So, and this is charismatic just in behavior, you know.
Yeah.
And just the style of the youth and things. So
him teach you how to dance, like everybody knows he's done for Willie Bones.
Yo, Sean Paul have the most unique Willie Bones.
Yeah, you see it.
So if teach you how to dance, if teach you for rock the world and everything else.
Shock wave him a do breadfruit, you know, from time. I mean, you know, you have to understand, you know, when me grew up, you know, you have dance like water pumping. I don't want sound old, but you have dance like stuck on them dances. So
Kimmy last man.
Like duck on them. Them someday. So to me, you know, every couple of years I might sit out a few, like I sat out the dagger instead. I didn't jump off a roofs and them thing. I kind of just say, all right. And then so when Bogle, I was always a fan of Bogle. And the way him whole movement was, you know what I mean? And so when Willie Bunks did come in, and, you know, that one did kind of stick. You know, I was just doing it for a while, and people started saying, yo, so, I mean, you know, big up to Ding Dong and big up to Ching and all the rest of dancers them who out there and doing them things. Sometimes I feel like they are the only element really left a dancer that feel like back in the day to me. The natural vibe where everything just was very organic and just fun, you know what I mean? And it organically rose into just a movie that night, and people just come and do them thing. And sometimes nowadays I find people stand up a lot more and people judging songs and each other, and you know, we're not too enjoy it no more. So when I see the dance of them, you know, big up Aji. Yeah, they have fun and they make other people around them feel the vibe.
Yeah.
Sometimes you will see hear a new juggling or a new song and you don't know it yet, but they know it. They've been in the street.
Yeah.
And the way how them are going to it, it kind of just it help you catch it quicker.
Yeah.
You know.
So you believe that dancers are really the instrumental role? Them have the most important role in dancehall?
They have a very big role.
Yeah.
They have a very big role. I mean, and who made it so was Bogle, because before that, people just a dance and I do them thing.
Yeah.
You know, people was a do them thing, but he actually come and say, "This is my dance," and name it. And I don't know if people name it after him, but the way he was moving so much, and then he just become a character where, you know, as the music evolve or the culture evolve, players come in the game where you can't deny the people's attraction to them.
Mm-hmm.
And so Bogle was that, and him have many youths that come after that. So yeah, I call up enough of them names tonight. So you know, there's a part of dancehall that if that's not involved, it's kind of missing.
True.
You know what I mean? It's a big part of it. It's named dancehall.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, you see.
The people must say you take a ching from Unruly though.
No, this someone.
How the link up? Did it link him for far upon tour with you, or did you forgot you Unruly or what?
Yeah, actually his manager is Squidel, which is Popcorn brother. Squid is his sister. Yeah. So basically I had to talk to them. You know what I mean? When me and Ching just a reason about it, I say, yo, who book for you? Cause I want to carry them show you, and you know, we go through the process and find out, and then we have meeting with everybody and things. So it wasn't a big public thing where it was like, yo, me could do this, and it wasn't at first, you know, planned out for that. I did just want him kind of see how the tuner react. And when the chorus drop in and the bass and people are jump, and him was like, all right, man, come do it. And then when we did it, so much energy just come off bouncing back with each other. We are freestyling at the bus, or we are, you know, just joke around and them thing there, and just new. It bring new energy and new life into my crew, because I travel about 20 people almost. 4 band members, 2 dancers, 2 engineer. There's you know, a lighting man. There's a stage tech. There's 2 different type of road manager. It's a whole heap of people. So yeah, sometimes we up on the road and it kind of monotonous, because every day you're on a plane, they might tell you take off your belt, you can't carry the water, you go up on 2 different flights, you know what I mean, and then you land now and you go straight to the venue, sound check, and sometimes, you know, we're so much together, we're not even talk to each other. We're just up on, all right, look.
Wow.
Yeah, and so when a man like Ching come in, you know, energy.
Yeah.
And it's not like there's any hate in the group. It's just that, you know, when it
work. Yeah.
If you're in an office every day, all day, it's the same thing. You just kind of.
Yeah.
I go through the motion. Yeah. And then Ching come, you know, give a new life into it, and. So we started talking about put out the EP, because I used to play me some song. I'm say, well, I'm to them 5 songs there, you know, I put out the EP again, and him start said to me, say, you know, say, it's an album I kinda wanna do, and I say, yo, I step to it, you know, I could do it, and I could talk to Squidel and sort out everything and make everybody up on the same level.
So this popcorn thing where you take him for is
yo,
no
people love talk certain things. I mean, I personally have met Popcorn 1 or 2 times and speak to him. I don't have nothing against you.
Yeah.
I don't suppose him have nothing against me. This is just things where his career is in that direction. I mean, I remember times where my career just took off in a certain plane, and then Dadigan kind of moved amongst Junior Gang them and did a whole album with them and things like that. It was just that sometimes each man have to make them step. You know what I mean? And so yeah. So I mean, when I see Ching out, you know, and invite me to him birthday bash, this is where it really start. I want the whole one in Miami. I'ma come through and we say me not depend, no ready my Ching depend. I don't know how this going to work mix wise, like how we're going to DJ back and forth, but we just do it. And when he came out there and him start DJ, him called me out now. We just did work the whole crowd. It was a good vibe. I mean, them have a cripple man in the front, and Ching jump down and stay so in the wheelchair, and we have some breadfruit, and then when roast or fry come now, I go so and the whole place
Him never tell him to stand up like Kanye.
Yeah, no,
stand up. Where do I sit up?
No, in a church we did it. Yeah, man. And it was just a fun vibe. So after that, I was like, say this feel good, and you matter about album, make we step to it and start listening to the song them and hear, give my advice, and we end up doing 5 tunes at this point, and we're just going to pick the best one of me and him to represent on the album. And then have a whole concept, the album name Turning Tables. So I just trying to put him to an audience that first of all appreciate new things from dancehall, and probably never knew him or knew much of him before. He must have tell me a story about Canada where I meet somebody and they was like, yo, I never know says you behind all them songs. I hear this one and I heard your name and I know said that was you, but I never know say you do all them little other one and vibe. And I think I reached a point in my career where it makes sense for me to take part in the history of what is going on. You know what I mean? Where me I strive at first. Every youngster them try to prove themselves. So dancehall is a very competitive game, and so when you're in it, you kind of all for yourself. Yeah. After achieving so much,
like too, it's like sorry, don't mean to cut you, but it's like you're saying that I was watching some of the interviews, and it's like you always feel like you're proving yourself because you almost feel out of place in dancehall because I guess your background, you're already associated.
Me myself. But even now, like people like I don't want to call an artist name, but younger artists right now, them just going for it. So anything in them way, they will chop it down. And after achieving so much now in my career, I didn't really chop down other artists or try to beef with artists. I carve out my own lane and stay in my lane and do my things until I become a king in the game. But now, if me to just sit down and just say, that's it, and I mean,
it wasted if you're not carrying anybody.
I want certain people see certain things. Cause when I first started when song like Give Me the Light broke, I thought the genre is huge. Yeah. But when I started to see the numbers of people that bought the record and actually go to these places all over the world, I said, damn, there's a lot more to see, there's a lot more to accomplish, and there's a lot more that just gave me an inspiration and opened up my mind to different kinds of situations or different kind of what can I say, different kind of movement I can make in the business. You know what I mean? And so if I can help to provide that for certain other artists that I first of all just look up to for vibes and like them song and the style of what them I do, you know what I mean? Then I think I should.
You should.
Yeah.
You
should
call
take part in that.
just a little while ago you mentioned say you become a king in the game, and that's undisputed. Is that ever a title you ever pre or lay claim to say, oh, I'm a king?
I never really
king of dance.
No, I never really ever said I'm the
much
king of.
king?
Yeah, I'm not guy. You have King Yellowman and Beanie Man and and then Emperor and Hero and all these people. And dancehall has always been bigger and larger than life. Like listen to the name Shabba Ranks. What kind of name that? Bad man name. That sounds like a community vibes cartel. That's what are you talking about? It's not what. That's one person. So our thing is always over the top that way, and it kind of just cause a vibe,
Yeah.
This yellow cup juice that get to me,
Yeah, man, that's right. Cheers. Yeah, man, which is right.
One of my questions though that I want to ask is you've dabbled sonically in other genres. Like I feel like you still have the dancehall roots, but your sound kind of pop and you have hip hop, electronic. But I've always wondered, in 2013 and 2015, you were nominated for Tomahawk and Full Frequency. And I'm like, but in a really sound, like I'm hearing that you kind of move away in your album, that you move away from reggae, but them nominate you for reggae. I feel like you think that's, it's just because you're Jamaican, like them don't really know how to box you and don't know how to put you.
Well, first of all, I don't like being boxed. I don't want to be boxed. Yeah. and first of and second of all, I consider myself a dancehall artist. So even if I'm doing a song with Simple Plan, who was kind of like a reggae pop thing, or I'm doing a song with this little mix, which is a pop.
I love the
pop something. What I try to interject is my Jamaican-ness, or you know, the way how I would normally speak on the road and that kind of thing. So people identify that. Now, in terms of my own sound, moving like my albums, how it sounds like Tomahawk Technique.
Yeah.
When I say Tomahawk Technique, I say cut and clear. I was like, yo, man, I'm gonna chop off me here.
Yes,
I mean, I do something different. Because I was tired of the, you know, people saying, you know, the braids, and people saying, you know, that, or a certain song.
It was a signature look for you.
Yeah, it was, but I mean, if you don't kind of come out of that, people just kind of stuck in that box. So that's what I'm getting around to say at first. When I was saying at first, I don't like being in a box. I don't like for people to put me in that box, because then if them see me as a serious artist and I want to make a comedy tune, then it don't work. You know what I mean? And if them see me as just a party and girls artist and I want to make a tune that have more of a, you know, reality type of vibe or conscious effort, then people kind of like, you know, I just want to be able to be free and do what I want to do. But my own personal sound, what I tried to do with Tomahawk Technique was to evolve what was dancehall to me.
Yeah.
And so, you know, a lot of it end up sounding very poppy because of the producers I was working with. I mean, Benny Blanco, him have how much number one, and if you listen to them, all of them is you know, some Teo Cruz and them boy and some moves like Jagger. Him produced them song there, and it's like, when I first went there, I'm like, what am I doing here? And the man I tell me about saying, girl, I got you so I'm like, well, I said, no, G, what that, man? I said, so I do it as a demo scene, and when I did it, he was like, I said, all right, so who y'all get to sing the part, you know? Because we had started to do songs which were collabs, like, you know, Got to Love You and these kind of things. And man say, no, you guys sing it. I'm saying, me? For what? No, bro, I do it as a demo, so who y'all gonna get? And I'm saying, no, man, watch, and he mix it. Like 2 days and send it to me, and I said, gee, so yeah, like, who is the person you going to get to sing this now? Like a Charlie Puth or one of them boy there, you know, something like that. And he's like, nah, man, just say, do it. And I actually was like, bro, you have to kill my career. Yeah, you mash me up. You know, for a while. But then I started to say, you know, if my voice can go there, so, and it's my instrument, why should I be afraid of it? And just,
you never feel like you're alienating like the reggae dancehall crowd, because you know,
I came straight into Asylum nightclub. I remember what the call at the time. It's not Asylum, it's name Triple Century building, and Yo,
Shamba,
Asylum. Yo, try see you with it. Used to name that here. Yeah, and Topsy and them club there. Yo, that's what it used to name. So I never even exposed my age as much, but no, deep. Yeah, but what I was saying again, so I went straight into there and give it to Foot Hype and say, yo, play this. And the man played it and everybody said, oh my God, what is it? And, you know, but I think people got used to it. A lot of people loved the vibe after a while and thing. And so, like the phone song with, baby, you don't have to keep looking through my phone. It's very poppy.
Yeah.
But I just say, you know, I just take the chance and do it. I mean, most of my career I've been doing hardcore dancehall rhythms with these very catchy type of melodies on it. And after a while, it kind of, I don't feel stale, but just the time how things are, and trap music are coming and time I move.
Yeah.
And then you have to say, all right, what do I have to do now to stay in? Because I'm here, Dirty Pa, right? Dirty Cup Crew. And I get popular in Jamaica, start becoming popular album. And now, 2006, I'm basically have the number one song on the earth. How am I going to keep these people? Am I going to do back something which are already here, or am I going to try evolve and catch all them kids on them someday? Because what their kids are listening to. So I had to, in my opinion, for my career, and to keep certain interests abroad, I had to blend the sound with what was going on. It was very poppy at one time. It was very dance music oriented at one time, and trappy. And so I start work with the major labels. At first I was like, I don't need to work with them because I have Sly and Robbie Steely and Clevie here. I have people like Lenky. I have people, you know, I have everybody that can make dancehall. But then the sound of the world kind of changed, and even our radio stations and our own DJs playing stuff and kind of mix and mashing it up, and me have to say no, me have to fit in everywhere. So I will continue voicing on the dancehall tracks, but let me try some things that evolve it to a different space.
I just have one question for you.
Yeah.
You think it's that mindset why you got international popularity, why the crossover and bust so big?
I wouldn't be able to tell you that. I don't have a family. I don't have, I actually did this and that step. All I did was, you see, Give Me the Light video?
Mm-hmm.
When I saying Give Me the Light and I'm stepping out and there's an empty black space, and it's symbolic of how I felt.
Mm-hmm.
I said, I don't know where I'm going, and I move my hands up.
Mm-hmm.
There's no pathway there. Mm-hmm. Nobody ever walked on it yet, but me I got step on it, and the light just comes up, boom.
Mm-hmm.
And come on, I don't know if people got that out of the video, but
I didn't. I just getting it now.
But when you see my hand go like this, it's like I reach to a point where do I go from here?
Yeah.
And I put my hand out and say, nothing is not there. I can't physically see nothing.
I never know. So I saw the songs.
Right. But then how did you figure it out then? Like,
it's just step by step. I mean, sometimes I did make moves where, all right, look, deport them on those years when I first, 1996, 98, them time there. I was a very hot artist in Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
And then while I feel say I go and come text thing, Lexus come text thing in 99.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I said, yeah, I have to learn back and reprogram the game. So it's not every step I made that I was just the king. I was moving, at a pace where it was like I am the cutting edge of what that genre is. No. Sometimes I fall behind. I'm going to learn from some youths. You know what I mean? I'm going to say, yo, that them depend. And with every generation that come every 5 years or so, the little style them what come out, I find something about what each generation doing and what each generation like. Like with Daggerin, I never liked the dance, but I liked the tunes. I liked the rhythms. I could get into it and that kind of... Say your body now.
I probably true that the new baby get born, man. Get make it.
That's it. Big up the Blaze. Bye. Yeah, man. But
you say a Daggerin section, you never in it.
Yeah. But you find things out of the genre, out of the
that
time
the
period.
Nuances of each.
Yeah, I say that remind me of when I was a kid. That remind me of when musical school a time there and do rare. Kids do not school. But it remind me of the little times in life where you say, boy, I never live back that any other different. You know what I mean? And so I think that's what music really provide for you in your life. It bring people together. First of all, people have to come together for make it. If it's a band, if it's a producer and an artist, you have to come together, and then it brings a lot of people together listening to a topic. It's almost like a church thing, you know what I mean? It could be a very real church too, because it has, especially hip-hop, dancehall music, reggaeton, the type of music where you spit lyrics to people about your life, how your life is. It is sometimes, to me, so much of a realness that it is almost realer than... I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings that go to church. Church gave me a lot. But when I hear... Like the first time I hear people I say, gun lyrics and people dead and it hurt me. Come and say why people singing about that, but then it's supposed to be a joyful noise unto the Lord, right? But then I understand that these things are going on around this character life. Yeah. And you get to understand, say, yo, this not so hunky dory. And you get a more awareness of life and that kind of thing when Sizzla and Capleton taught them thing. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people say, fire this, fire that, but there's a little truth in what I'm saying, and he believes in it to that point. Not a little truth, but I mean, that is his truth. Yeah. And he's giving us it and saying, this is sincere from my heart. You know what I mean? So you get other people. Meditation, when you're playing, when you have a juggling, and you have like one man I talk about him girl, you have a next man I talk about the dance, you have a next man I talk about gun thing, you have a next man I talk about some romantic something. You get different concepts and aspects of life, and it helps to broaden your thoughts then, you know what I mean? And so to me it's more better sometimes. I shouldn't say better, but it is a more dynamic experience than some churches when you go sit down and
same thing over
it's the same verse, and I say I know the verse the way I read and know what it's about and you're not hearing nothing new. You're not hearing anything that is I don't go into the church. I go mush me up, man. but in dancehall, I just feel it's so real that you get realness from it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
How you feel though? Like as you sitting here, you're talking about your love of dancehall music, and it's clear that you love it. But many people probably think that, he's just uptown guy, benefit from it, and it's like you don't really like it's like you're just using it in a sense, and you probably even when you change over sonically and you tap into the pop, it's like you sell out dancehall. You're like, what do you think?
I don't see myself as that. I don't see myself as somebody who is using dance hall music. I think all of us use music.
True.
All of us use music to be educated, to be entertained, to catch a vibe, to communicate certain things. Right now, we evolved to the point where we're using music in memes and people and sending it, and as them hear it or they see the picture, them get the whole whatever you're saying. So we all use music, but if you're staying true to the genre, you stay. You do your thing, you work with the producers, you work with artists that are down here, and that's what I'm doing. So when I make certain steps, I don't expect everybody to be like saying, following me all the way neither. It's not everybody going to follow, and it's not everybody going to like what I'm doing. But that is my mood at the time, and for me to be an artist, it don't make sense. You can be a graphic artist, and that's somebody who people tell them what to put. I want you to put this and that on the flyer and so and so, and it have to look this way and it have to have that font and blah blah blah. Or you can be a creative artist where I'm not saying graphic artist ain't creative, but it's a different type of thing where a man with a paint and a canvas and him feel to paint everything blue now. You know what I mean? Van Gogh. That's what him was.
Yeah.
Him say, I don't know why, but him does that him want to do. And for some reason in his own soul, it make him feel good to do that. And that's me with music, and that's me with especially dancehall music. I remember my mother used to love Beatles and certain groups like that growing up, and so I knew those music when I was growing up. Carpenters, Beatles, Neil Diamond, and these people, and whole heap of different type of music. But then by the time when I turned to 13, 14 years old, and I started to really hear dancehall music, and it's talking how my friends talking to me. And it's not really giving you a pretty story of anything, and giving you the real thing, them, and you're like, damn it. I mean, it made me love the music so much that when I would hear people playing other music, I'd be like, just tune out.
Yeah.
Now, there was one point in time where I love hip hop too, but there's times where I tune all that is going on in hip hop out. And I just not even focus. I just can't. There was a period of time where hip hop, everything sounded the same to me, or everybody was trying the same thing. So, and it happens in dancehall too, but I've never felt like, all right, I just need a break from that genre there. So, I mean, people can look from outside and say, oh, you don't belong here, or you don't whatever. I think that, me doing this music shows and proves that I feel, or doing this music from such an age. I was about 17 years old and 15 years old, and I thought I'd be a producer and that type of thing. It just shows to me that I love to express myself that way. I've never heard myself go on a hip hop rhythm and try rap fully. You know what I mean? How I'm speaking is how I speak.
That's how I got DJ.
Sound like me a DJ. So
rapper.
But it seems like the sentiments surrounding you, at least locally, is that of underappreciation. Do you ever feel that way? They say people don't really appreciate it. Like
26 million
appreciate it, like
sold.
the ratings where you should get, really get.
I mean, being somebody who has done the things I've done. Sometimes there's things that have happened, or the tours that I've done, that it's just hard to come home and tell people how big the thing set. It's kind of hard for us. So I kind of love it after a while. You know what I mean? I leave it because it would be, honestly, I would be probably sick of myself then. If you come home and say, yo, this go on and that go on and tell everybody every time of these things, because you go away and a whole heap of things happening, or even just a weekend, right? So,
think you show off.
Yeah. And I don't feel that way neither. So I say, I don't want to do it. But then it play down into a point where people don't know. And them see me and I say, oh yeah, So sometimes I do feel underappreciated. But you have instances where you have a little old lady come up to me and say, I like what you're doing, keep it up. You know, I have little kids that come up and say, you sing the song with Liquor Mix. I'm say, oh, you know them. And them know.
Yeah.
You know? And so all those times it kind of balanced me out and help to remind me that maybe I never had a period where I ran Sting. No. And there was 2 times I was on Sting. Some people think I was never on there, but there was 2 times I was on Sting. And yeah, it was a great experience for me because I remember being in the crowd, watching these buckles fly, and just watching people and saying, yo, next year I meet that. I said that to myself.
Me that I get the buckle.
No, probably, but I kept saying to myself for about 7 years, say, yo, I'm up there next year. I meet that. And I know that there's probably a lot of kids, because that's how we are in Jamaica. We have a lot of talent, and you know, you can pick up a person like Gully Bapu, them say, oh, him just, the man in the gully, yo, the man come do him thing, right?
Short-lived
Yannick, but Yannick, Curvy Diva, right? She sound good. Somebody write the song with her, but she sound good to me. And it's like,
so you don't work with Yannick?
Big up Yannick. Enough love. I mean, to me, it's mostly about the song.
Okay.
Like if me and Chingly go in the studio and we are clashing, it's like, alright, love it. We know how to do it. That
Still
time,
friends, but
yeah, that time when me and Ashanti, love her.
yeah.
She love my music too, and we come in the studio, and just the producer at the time of the rhythms, we was like, yo, this boy, we can't, let's never get to do it. And so we didn't. But we still have ratings for her, she have ratings for me. But sometimes, you know, so it's about the song. So yeah, I mean, if somebody bring a song that I like, you know,
Depends.
yeah, it depends.
Congrats again on the newborn. With
Nice.
the lovely
Big up my
Jinx.
Jody Jinx, my wife, and my son Levi Blaze to the world.
But a couple years ago, she was involved in some controversy with Bill.
I've never heard your
I've
opinion.
never heard your opinion on this and how you
Never.
felt. But you saw what happened.
Yeah.
How you did feel about that whole thing with Jinx and Bolt?
Well, you know, that was a hard period because to me, he's a hero to me. Somebody that you know, out of his natural talent and him focus and ability, showed the whole world that, you know, I am something to be reckoned with. I am the champion, the fastest man from beginning to now, ever, right? So, you know, every day things happen. Like yesterday, a man bad drive me and actually nick my car. I'm a vex, but I'm not for going in a building. I'm going in the building. I'm gonna come out back. I'm look upon him. I'm say, yo, you know, so what? You not buy me no beer. And the man say, dog. And the man start laughing and say, we don't have no money. I'm gonna say, yo, love it, it's good. But it could have taken next week, or could have been, you know, I could have said something where it would have probably, him would have looked at me like, said, no, sir, the man there wickedness. But she said what she said on the internet. You know what I mean? I mean, defend my wife. I mean, we know what happened, seen. So you just have to know that sometimes public eye and behind the scenes, you don't really know. But to me, the man is still an icon, a great person in this country, for this country. And so it was a hard period in for a few months there. You know, people was just kind of hitting on her and
Enraged.
yeah. I mean, I could see it on people's face, like when I drive out the next day and people just look at me. Look at me, but yeah, I could feel it.
They still live there and move.
Yeah, still there. So,
Okay.
I mean,
You know, so him responsible for it too. Him about DJ.
yeah, up,
Him cause the customer.
up. But you know it go.
Yeah.
I mean, I was at like things like his movie premiere and that kind of thing in England and support him in every which way that I could. And I saw him race once, 2015, and that was in Belgium. We just happened to be there and we went and he would have an after party and him said, "Come, I'm gonna go through." And
No, but the first meeting, the after it did go, that never did occur. Like,
no, I actually saw him in a street dance, I think somewhere, and I don't remember where it was. I'm gonna go up to him. I'm gonna say, "Yo, G, we wanna chat to you, but it's not the time." And he say, "Yeah, man, cool." And you know, and I get word out to him through friends and things. I have friends, yo, say, make a reason. awkwardness, but he's such a champ. He just kind of brush off him. Said, no man, not that. You're good. So people were saying things, but he had made me feel kind of like you're good, bro. You know. So yeah.
Well, I just want to ask you though, because we kind of run out of time. Yeah, no, that's something. But like you did the Breakfast Club interview, and everybody kind of spit back out.
Yes. One thing will come from that.
You want to clarify anything, or
you know? Hold on. All right, like say, like Nara, no, he missed the man in the building here. That he would be just like, watch you know. Nobody wants to ask this question, but me I gotta ask this question. So to me, no. Charlemagne is like that. I'm like, you know, I just go there and just say some things. When you catch me off guard with that one, you know, my mind, you know, at time when you drive and you probably like your phone ring and you go, so which way again, left or right? You know, which way if you go on. Yeah, that happened to me still. You know, so and personally, I don't really have a problem with when people going around nowadays and saying like, I don't want no groups get back to me, but hi, my name is so and so, and then them tell you what them is. I never understand that in my life.
Yeah, it's your business, your private.
Yeah, your business. So nobody bring that to me. So I don't want to see a mark that make people know. I don't care about that. And so it kind of that question it did chop me off guard, and yeah, I say what I say.
And that's
That was two things you say. Which one is it?
Damn. Yeah, but now you leave the interview upon that now. That's crazy. Everybody gonna be talking. That the man talk about alone.
true.
Yeah, but still, you know, it is what it is. Big up to everybody who rate me. You know, for whatever it is you rate me for. If it's for my statement that I said the first time or the second time, or big up if you like my music from time, or you feel that, you know, I've done something that you feel is cool. Respect that. That's all I really want, is to be noticed, because what I felt in myself, say, yo, I have a talent, I want people see it, you know, because it just feels so strong in me. That's why when I could have stand up at Sting and say, yo, me that up the next year, you know. You know, and it's happened with enough people in Jamaica who want to express ourselves. So, big up to the people who support me from the start, for real. Cause, yeah.
Big up to you, Sean Paul, for passing through. Give much thanks.
I appreciate
it. It was a good conversation.
Yeah.
So much.
You know, look out for Ching album. It's an album called Turning Table, featuring Beanie Man, it featuring Bounty Killer. There's songs with Chronics. There's song with Popcorn. Him have song with me. Him have song with Stone Boy. Him have song with a bag of people, Fat Man Scoop remixes and all these things. Yeah,
it's
so
a big album.
Yeah, man, we're upon a thing. Big up on Ruler Camp, and yeah, we that. My album next year. Yeah.
And is it
you have a date?
No, I don't have a date, but Ching won't go and drop first early in the next year. You can look out for a single with me and Major Lazer, called Tip on It, early in January, probably January 15. Yeah. 21st, yeah. Happy birthday. Where's a January girl? Mad.
Yes, I know.
The ninth. Yeah, we have the same.
Well, you're Capricorn, I'm Aquarius. So.
Yeah, but you're my neighbor, so nobody ramp with me.
Yeah.
Big up all neighbors everywhere.
I love all January people.
Alright, people. Sean Paul, it's a fix.
We've reached the end of the interview.
Or survive, whichever.
Or survived. Alright, so don't forget to subscribe using the logo button over there. And please remember, you can watch all the other interviews over there. Follow us on all social media channels at Nightly Fix. And please remember to give this video a big thumbs up.
And don't forget to drop a comment telling us to go suck our moms as well.
Or call you a batty boy.
Whichever floats your boat, whichever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye.